So this is Logic Pro 11.2, and we pulled up an MPC in here. So let's look at this first. This is an instrument track I have right here. And what I do here is I can select a plugin. So I selected the MPC plugin. And of course, the MPC here, I'm using the multi-output right there, right? And so once I get to there, you see this, it comes right back up. We got our multi-output, and we got our track right here selected, which is kind of cool. So I can always play this track back from here, but I'm not going to do that. So I get to here, and we're going to go to pick this up from right here, rather. And from here, you'll notice that each one of these sounds has an output. Their output, this is 2930, this is 31, 32, this one is 1, 2. So each pad has two outputs, so the stereo pairs going out, and there are possible 32 outputs from the MPC, and in stereo that means there are 16. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, obviously. So let's get over here before we do anything. And what I want to do now to create tracks for this is to show you how this is done. I'm going to come up to here real quick, and we're going to actually record this stuff record this music directly inside of Logic. I just want to get a better frame to work from. This is perfect right here. And so I've got this, I've soloed out. I want to add auxiliaries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I now have 15 auxiliaries. That's kind of cool, right? Because we have 16 outputs, and of course, the MPC realizes that, and so does Logic, and it makes room for that. That's why you can use either MPC or machine in here too. So now, these sounds are all going to be separated. Stop that. So we're hearing a metronome. We're going to go back to here and open up our MPC, and here's our metronome that's on. Turn that metronome off. We don't need that. So that's off. Now go back to here. We can see, we can hear all these sounds. I want to go back to the top here in Logic and start from the beginning to hear the music. Cool. Relieve this. Okay, we got our music going on here. Stop this. So we have the tracks right here, and that's 16 tracks, including the instrument track. We want to record this though. For one thing, you'll notice here, if I come here and do, let's say, mastering, I want to do some mastering, you can't do that. Mastering is the final step in music production, which can help your song sound great on any device. Once you're added, or once you've added parts to the track area and finish mixing, open Mastering Assistant and click Analyze to begin. So obviously we can't do that, right? We'll got this one, so we have to actually record these tracks out. As you can see here, let me move myself up a little bit more. As you can see right here, we have the stereo output and we have the master. So to fix this idea and make it work properly, we want to track this stuff out. Now what you could do also is make stems in your other software. If you got something else like the MPC, I can make stems, but everything sounds better inside of the Logic, even when I make stems in here. And the stems from MPC are okay, but I prefer to use the stems in here, so I prefer to actually track stuff out inside of Logic to make it easier for me rather than making stems in other software. I want to keep it in the same software I'm working from. So, that explained a lot. Now, let's get ready to do this. I need to get 16 tracks in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do track. I'm going to say new tracks right here. And let's see, there's new. I'm going to come here and do 16. I'll put a 6 right there, 16 tracks. Now ascending, input monitoring, record enabled, of course. Ascending buses right here, right? I think that's right. So let's go to here. I'm going to press create. Whoa, we got 16 more tracks. Look at that right there. 16 blue boys right there. And you see there are buses here. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we got buses to assign to. So this is pretty simple. All I want to do is assign the outputs of these tracks over there. So my first track is instrument track, and what's going to be there is that kick drum. I want to assign it to the first bus, and it's already lined up for here. There's bus 1, and I'll line the rest of them up. So this one here, this goes to bus 2, And this is bus 3, as you get the idea. So I'm just going to line these things up because it'll make it easier for me to actually track them out and to record them in the system. And then I could actually mix the song up. Once I get through mixing, then I can master it outside of Logic. So it's kind of cool. So I love using the MPC inside the software too. And it makes it so much easier. Well, the MPC can be used in almost any software really as a plugin. So it makes it much better to use it inside of Logic this way. Once I get the preliminary idea of the beat going on, I will come back to Logic and do the rest of the information I need to add. And this is 16. Perfect right there. So when I come back to here, now we've got them all set up for outputs. Our input is right here. They're going to come into our tracks here. And let's press play. And so they're all here. Now to prove that, I just come to here. I can drag these down. We hear nothing, right? So we know they're all there. Perfect. So now once we have that, all we need to do now is just track them out, right? Make sure our levels are correct. And each one of these has already been enabled with record to make it easy for us. And so in this case, now I want to do just record the stuff out. So I can remove my mixer at some point here, right? I see my information here going down. So I'm going to come to here and make sure these tracks are all in record. And I'm going to push record here, right? Perfect. So it's that easy. And once you get them locked in, can't be stopped. Stop that totally. Once I stop it, we see our tracks have been recorded here, and this is way better than creating stems. I can also, at this point, it's all the same, so I can just take it here. I would just double it up, go 16 bars in, and say, yeah, let's double it. So I would just come to here, since they're all selected, and I come here to the end of the 16 bar. Right there, that's bar 1, right? Yep, get right to there. And I got 16 bars right here. And I can just double these up and make it longer and longer. But this is a great way to actually record from Logic, great way to record from the MPC into Logic. And once you're in here, it's good. And so now I've got everything lined up. So if I wanted to, I went to stereo again here, and I wanted to master. Well, still can't master, right? Check it out. Let's close out of this. And you still can't master, because you got to mix it up and get it right. But obviously, that's how it works.